cycle.
Move with wisdom,
Build with faith.
smart action trailing.
They told us chase fast, man.
Dead money,
Worship greed.
love for trading.
Panic with the crowd.
Modern Babylon,
Build on fear.
distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience,
wisdom.
wisdom,
That's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah. Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live, chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of solid.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move with salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than the thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the rocket when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. Yeah, me burst the giants every morning at the open unfold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild the traitor instead. Jericho walls follow when my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live, chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence, while they chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Lose themselves chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Follow you up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Marking levels and the chains that can't protect my decisions. Now they set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smarter. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. The move they know a building while they left at it. Discreparate and look foolish before the rain arrive. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's soul reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon,
Cycle,
move with wisdom,
build with faith.
smart action trailing.
They told us chase fast, man.
Dead money,
Worship greed.
love for trading.
Panic with the crowd.
Modern Babylon,
Build on fear.
distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience,
wisdom.
wisdom,
That's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah. Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live, chain of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of solid.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead.
Jericho walls following my faith get loud. Used to great emotional, now my spirit strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build down as every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon, I can live, train to feel. Marking full of idols, I just walk a vision kid. Planting seeds of silence, trying to chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention.
I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing sales, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had the right resistance. Sparking levels in the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now they set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smaller. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. The move they know a building while they left that in. Desperation look foolish before the rain arrives. But survivors think different when they fighting to survive.
Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord's own reaper. Patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
Yeah.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
The cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Money,
worship greed,
love for trading,
panic with a crowd,
modern Babylon,
build on fear.
distraction and emotional slavery,
But discipline,
patience,
wisdom,
wisdom,
that's how you escape a system.
smart action trading.
Yeah.
Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live, chain of fear,
market full of idols.
I just walk a vision clear,
Planting seeds of silence.
while they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move of salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause my vans trading kill quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the walking when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create king sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild a traitor instead.
Jericho walls following my faith get louder. Used to great emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build down as every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live, train to fear,
market full of idols.
I just walk a vision kid,
Planting seeds of silence, trying to chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you're moving intention.
I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing sales, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had the right resistance. Sparking levels in the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now they set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smaller. They panic with when the headlines hit. I move like no one built it while they laughed at it. Scrapperate and look foolish before the rain arrives. Our survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord. Soul reaper, patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money,
Dead money.
worship greed,
Love for trading.
panic with the crowd,
Modern Babylon.
build on fear.
Distraction and emotional slavery.
But discipline,
Patience.
wisdom,
Wisdom.
that's how you escape the system.
Smart action trading.
Yeah. Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live shade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence.
While they chase attention.
Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention. Used to chase every candlelight and move with salvation. Lost inside the noise, trapped in desperation. Babylon system got the masses moving blind. Over leveraged souls getting swallowed by the grind. See the charts became mirrors showing pride and greed. Every red candle exposed what's inside of me. Had to crucify emotion, let discipline arise. Cause revenge trading killed quicker than a thief at night. Jericho standing tall like impossible resistance. But faith make walls go after consistent persistence. Joshua marching even when it made no sense. The patience in the rocket when you wait for confirmation. See the weak chase entrance, the wise wait calmly. Person either burst pipes or create kings sharply. Now I move strategic like the shepherd with the stone. David burst the giants every morning at the hope it don't fold. In the wilderness, the promise still ahead. Every loss ain't destruction. Sometimes God rebuild the traitor instead.
Jericho walls follow when my faith get loud. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit's strong. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get them tested. Escaping Babylon,
I can live trade of fear.
market full of idols.
I just walk with vision clear.
Planting seeds of silence, trying to chase attention. Labor bring the harvest when you move with intention.
I seen traders worship poverty like a golden calf. Losing sales, chasing candles, moving way too fast. The wisdom worth more than silver and the gold. The disciplined mind worth more than what's inside your palm. Following up a lot harder when I say I had to break resistance. Marking levels and the chains that kept protecting my decisions. Now to set a cleaner, spirit moving sharper. Every setback became fuel for moving smaller. They panic with the crowd when the headlines hit. I move like no one built it while they laughed at it. Scrapperate and look foolish before the rain arrives. Our survivors think different when they fighting to survive. Fast seasons feeling buried underneath the pressure. The seeds gotta die before they multiply forever. That's kingdom mathematics, that's the Lord. Soul reaper, patient trader eat, non-emotional trader sleep.
It's bigger than trading.
It's about mastering yourself.
Anybody can enter a trade.
You can conquer emotion.
Escape Babylon.
Cycle.
Move with wisdom.
Build with faith.
Smart action trading.
They told us chase fast money.
The information shared during this live stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. All trades, ideas, and strategies discussed are my personal opinions and are not recommendations to buy or sell any securities. Trading involves risk, and you should always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial professional before making any investment decision.
Top of the morning, traders, and happy Thursday, July 30th, and welcome to the most value packed live trading show where we live trade, break down charts, cover high impact events, and top trader mindset. Hope everyone had a wonderful day yesterday and is ready to kick off another opportunity filled day. We did have some major earnings catalyst last night. We had Meta and Microsoft report. We got a beat on Microsoft gapping up, Meta taking a slide to the downside pretty significantly, and we also have GDP and PCE data along with unemployment claims this morning, and that's all driving SPY higher. So SPY is looking to gap up, a nice gap up to the upside, and looking to get back above last week's lows, and everything's starting to push so far, synchronized buying. So the big danger here, guys, is let the market digest the data off the open. Okay, keep a close eye on the VIX at that 19 level, all right, and let the market prove to you that it has strength. We've seen multiple times it gaps up or gaps down and goes the opposite way. So don't let the pre-market bias, don't let the pre-market activity, persuade you into having a fixed bias. Be flexible, be nimble. If it continues to push, we'll look for our setups. If it breaks back lower, we'll look for some setups as well. All right. So either way, we're not bullish, we're not bearish. Okay, we're just opportunists, and we'll look to take advantage of the best opportunity. All right. Good morning, guys. 100 likes. We'll do the giveaway. If you're interested in joining us with delay for ad-free stream along with our pre-market prep stream, make sure to scan the codes on screen. Click the link in the description. And you'll have access to the delay for ad-free stream. We're officially open. Good morning, guys. Massive gap up. Okay, we got as low as below the 730s yesterday. So BOG 730.07. Okay. Keep a close eye on the VIX at 19. All the memory names are running up. AMD running up. Let's see if they can continue to push. Broadcom, Micron, semis running up. Memory running up. So do you guys believe this is a legitimate gap up and continue to push higher, or is this just dead cat bounce? Good morning, guys. As you're coming in, smash the like button on YouTube. Let's get the likes up. Okay, let that 1 minute candle close. We've got our TOG, we've got our BOG, and we will be ready to rock and roll. We're testing that weekly downside breaker. We are ready to rock and roll. Shockwave 5, first one's on the clock. XLV sliding. Okay, XLV is below that daily downside breaker. Microsoft continues to push. Microsoft basically saved the market. Okay, if Microsoft starts to fade, okay, and a couple of smaller semiconductor names, medium-sized semiconductor names, QCOM and ARM, also put on a strong performance. Okay, but if Microsoft is the one that bailed us out, as Meta just took a hit. Meta took a big hit. All right, so the main thing is, guys, separation. Okay, separation away from here is going to be critical. I know it's a major zone, but separation away from here, it's a pretty significant zone. And also keep a close eye on the IV. You want the IV to cool off. Amazon reporting earnings today. Apple reporting earnings today. So those two tickers, I'm not trading. I'm not touching those tickers. All right. Qs are testing that 200 EMA on the hourly, along with that 675 psych level. Dow sliding. Small caps above PMH. See if they can stay above it or if it's a grab. SPY testing. We're going to see separation away from here. Okay, we have some room to run if we can get separation. Shockwave 5. Separation on VIX, separation on this key zone. We'll be good to go. Good morning, everyone on YouTube. Good morning, everyone on Discord. Good morning, everyone on Google Meets. Good morning, guys, if you're just jumping in. Let us know. Are you looking to trade before 9:45, after 9:45? Okay, when is your trading window? Okay, let the market digest the data. If you can wait 15 minutes, 30 minutes. We did have some major catalyst this morning. Let the dust settle. Microsoft is pumping, guys. 450s on Microsoft, possibly approaching. Let's get caught up in the chat on YouTube. Good morning, and God bless you, George, and your family, health, economy, and followers. May you receive abundant prosperity today and every day. Amen, amen, amen. God bless everyone in the chat. Verse of the day, Proverbs 18:21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they love to eat, and they love it, and who loves it shall eat the fruit. Therefore, amen. Yeah, what we speak has a lot of power, guys. So always be mindful of the things you speak. Good morning, Venus. Bountiful blessings to everyone, win or lose, draw. Make this a lesson for the future. Absolutely. Good morning. Good morning. I love that name. Stay humble, Stacks. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Francis. Good morning, BT6. Good morning, Wiz. Good morning, 2884. J Ramsey, 2884. Good morning, Sounds Heal Me. Same play as yesterday, 7:30, 7:37:50. Then decision. Good morning, Paul Man. Good morning, BLR 1982. Good morning, Arnie. Good morning, guys. Okay, Shockwave 5 is set. Shockwave 5 is set. First thing you need to do before you take any trades is check the IV. Okay, what was the IV yesterday? The IV is still slightly elevated, but returning to some level of normalcy. Slightly elevated, not to the same extent as yesterday, but returning to some normalcy. Okay, we're starting to see Qs go. Microsoft is flying. Microsoft is in the 350s. Apple sliding. Tesla pushing. So we're seeing conflict amongst the indexes. Q's pushing above PMH. The Dow sliding below VWAP. SPY stuck. Candidate Tesla. Tesla was good to us yesterday. Okay, see if Tesla can continue to push. Apple possible. Okay, we can't trade Apple earnings. Okay, Apple has earnings. Okay, this hourly, guys, is directional and is continuing. On the hourly, there are buyers. Okay, we can't refute that. There are buyers. Meta single-handedly lifted us up. Nvidia starting to slide here. Meta down 10%. Yeah, pretty significant slide there. Now we're testing this test zone, guys. Down go small caps. If you scalp above PMH on the Qs, you can extract something out of that. Right, but what a trap above PMH. Look at small caps. SPY 736, 738, 737, they're all good. Looking at the 738s on SPY. See if you get a nice, if we can get alignment amongst the big three, that'd be great. And create separation away from here. Okay, Shockwave 5. Yeah, we're still on Discord. Discord is still available. $100 likes, guys. 100 likes is the goal. 100 likes is the goal. Any first-time viewers? First-time viewers, let us know where you're joining from. Put a 1 in the chat. Long-time viewers, drop a 2. Small cap starting to fade. Q is trying to hold above PMH. SPY stuck in the middle. Apple starting to slide. Look at that nasty wick on Tesla. Right. I'm gonna let the market. I'm gonna let everything settle out. I'm gonna let everything settle. Decisive break below 735. Qs fall back below VWAP. Fall back below PMH. That can possibly show signs of a fade possibly coming. We're in the jaws of the gap, all right? So we are in the jaws of the gap, all right? So just because we're in the jaws of the gap, it doesn't mean we're going to fill the gap. But this area is very, very strong. The Dow slide, small cap slide, small caps testing 290. If small caps fail to hold 290, this thing can slide to 289.56. Q's testing that 675, and that's hourly 50 EMA. Let's see how that goes. Doji so far in that 15-minute candle. We have 4 minutes left on that 15-minute candle. All right. So for this to get followed through to the downside, we just need the We just need the Qs to fade. The Qs are trying to hold up. All right. If the Qs start to fade, okay, let's define that. Fall back under that PMH. Okay, that can give SPY the boost it needs to start this line. Testing VWAP here as well. So you want the Qs to at least get back under that 5-minute candles low. If you did take that, manage accordingly. Shockwave 5. If we can give you one of these maneuvers, okay, you guys know, and then fall back under. All right, I might take that if the Qs start. If the Qs get back below PMH, I'll like that. But since the Qs can't break PMH, break back under. If they can get back below PMH and everything continues to sell off, SPY sliding is starting to come in. IV starting to crank up here. Okay, starting to crank up 28.29. We're also testing VWAP. Be mindful of that. Vancouver, Canada. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, where's everyone joining us from? We have Vancouver, Canada in the chat. So if I decide to take that there, I'll get stopped out. Okay, take it there, I'll get stopped out. All right, what I wanted to see is the Qs break back below. If the Qs continue to push and everything starts to recover, okay, I'm looking at the 740s, 730, 740, 738s on SPY. So in this case, if I take this, all right, this is the stop. But it can be very sticky in this area. It can be very sticky. Hourly still bullish. We got London. London, England, or London, Ontario? England or Ontario? Okay, nice push. Look at the Qs. Okay, look at the VIX. VIX is sitting right at that 1860. So the VIX, for this to accelerate, guys, the VIX needs to slice and dice below 1850. Right? So we talked about how that can be the separation point, and then the expansion point is below 1850. Saskatchewan, Canada. Saskatoon. London, England. Awesome, awesome. What time is it in London right now? Okay, so shockwave back to the other side. This go around, we're seeing some strength on the Qs. We're seeing some strength on the Qs. All right, main things I want is separation away from here. Okay, separation. Qs are strong. Qs are pushing, guys. Qs are aggressively pushing. They're above that 675. Okay, this is big for this is for VIX. VIX needs to crack below 1815, continue to push lower. That can help SPY accelerate. All right, so 1 more minute left. If you did take the upside or the downside, all right, manage accordingly. If you took this, stopped out. If you take this, maybe scalp out. And shockwave 15 is here. Shockwave 15 time is here. Okay, if you take shockwave 5 for the calls, stopped out on the puts, take the calls. That could possibly segue into the 15. The 15 level is 736.77. So between this daily open, all right, that daily open, and this 50% retrace, that can act as support. This thing can get ready to go. Okay, AMD setting up. Micron starting to break already via shockwave. We got memory continuing to push. We got semis continue to push. Okay, shockwave signal there, 15. So this shockwave 5 will get you to TP1. All right, let's take shockwave 5 off. So stop out for 1R, TP for 2R. Look at that hourly. Does that hourly look bullish or bearish to you guys? Does this hourly look bullish or bearish? Strikers. VIX needs to hold below here, and the story for the expansion is coming into play. Expansion to where? These targets, and eventually 740. There goes the Qs. SPY looking at the 740s. 740 calls. Come back and dip into it. Using the 15. So dip into it and resurface. That's the model I'm going with. Okay, just don't come tap it and go. I want you to come into it, get below it, and then reemerge. So looks like the Qs are current separation rate 675. They reclaim that 50 MA on the hourly. Okay, I'm looking at the 740 calls here on SPY. You can go to 737s. 740s have the most amount of volume. So they need to start to work. Needs to start to work quickly. Come in a little bit. I have too much strength to come in. The Qs, guys, the Qs are leading the way. The Qs are pushing us higher. Since the Qs are so strong, we just need the Dow to stay above VWAP. Okay, that's sufficient. If the Dow can push higher, great. But if the Dow can stay above VWAP and the Qs are strong, that's sufficient to drive price into TP1 on SPY. There goes AMD. There goes Micron. Okay, SMH breaking out. There goes SNDK. SNDK is up. big. If you did take this, manage accordingly. If you took it via shockwave, TP where you need to. Shockwave 5. How we doing, strikers? How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Uh, 14:44. 2 in the afternoon. 14:44. Okay, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We got 160 people in the chat, guys. Make sure to like the video. Let's get the likes up. Let's see if we can get to 50 likes before 10 o'clock. And another 50 likes before 10:30. We'll be on pace for 100 likes. We'll be on pace for a giveaway. There goes the VIX. Okay, so the VIX is starting to break below that 1850. Okay, so clear expansion. So there's not one of those scenarios where it gaps up and it goes the opposite way. Scale out on SPY. Okay, if you take it via Shockwave 15. If you took it via Shockwave 5, all right. Let's pull that up real quick. All right, you have TP1 hit already. Going to TP2. You'd get stopped out here. All right, this one I didn't like even the short here because of this the incoming strength on the Qs. Okay. So this coincides with Shockwave 5 and this coincides with 15. You notice how the 5's entry is very close to the 15 stop. Okay. Google's starting to push lower. Google made a massive run up the past 2 days. Looking at the 325 puts if market starts to pull back on Google. Who's done for the day? Strikers, who's done? All right, look at the hourly candle, guys. It's very hard to go short. Even I was hesitant to go short here with that hourly candle being bullish. Okay, if you caught that via shockwave, if you caught that via open range, you are done for the day. Let's check the chat. I know someone caught that. Just like that, guys. Orb 5. I got 736.27, 734.97. Yeah, that's correct. Follow the plan. Follow the plan. Follow the plan, live with the results. All right? Follow the plan, live with the results. All right, that's your TP1, guys. That's 2R. So don't discount these moves. Alphabet is starting to dump. I like this dump on Alphabet. If you took Google to the downside, manage accordingly. All right, Alphabet made a massive run up after earnings. Almost, filled the gap. I believe it filled the gap. We'll review it. Right, I believe Alphabet has filled that gap. Okay, see if we can get it reclaim back the upside and fall back under. I'll be there. Okay, let's keep in mind it's the end of the month. All right, it's been one. July's been a month for the books. All right, if you join us entire July. Okay, hopefully you're learning. You learn at least one thing. Okay, at least you learn one thing that you can implement into your game to be a better trader. Amazon going. Amazon only issue is Amazon's report earnings today. Nvidia going as well. So Nvidia is looking like it wants to return to its old self once again. All right, which is awesome to see. All right, Tesla. See if Tesla can get a peak above that level. 315s, 310s. These are 1DTs on Tesla. You can go the furthest you can go. I'd say don't go beyond 320. Okay, Tesla is a mover, but 320 might be a little bit of a stretch. Because in the event it goes against you. Okay, now Google fall back under here. Okay, I want Google to fall back under. So again, hourly has strength, 15s have strength on the Qs and SPY. The Dow and small caps, we did see small caps peak above those highs. Okay, that PMH small caps breakout has not yet taken place. Okay, so small caps, no decision yet on small caps. So this is basically being driven by the Qs. This is being driven by the Qs. And Google, I'll get the bid. All right, I'm gonna put an order in for the bid if it comes into play. All right, so no guarantees of getting filled. All right, but you want to get familiar with putting your order in for the bids when the spreads are wide. Don't buy the ask. All right, you can if you want, but best approach is get the bid. Looking at the 325s, so we're gonna need SPY to pull back. All right, so it's either SPY pulls back into this territory here that gives Google a little room to drop into the lows of the day, or we wait for SPY to come back into here, resurface, take SPY. All right, so it's not a lack of opportunities; it's just a matter of taking the one that gives the best opportunity. Okay, but if SPYs continue to rip to the upside, very difficult to take Google to the downside. All right. So AMD's out of here, guys. AMD's out of here. Micron is out of here. Good morning, Nico. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, guys. If you're just jumping in. Amazon, nice push on Amazon. Amazon's IV is 144%. That's why I don't want to touch it. Apple's IV is 71%. So Apple's IV is still relatively okay. All right, we haven't seen that massive spike. Apple's IV hovers between that 30 to 50% range normally. But Amazon, can't touch Amazon there. So I have my eyes on Tesla. Okay, for continued push, if SPY and Qs continue to push up. Impressive push by the Qs. Qs are above that 680. Can they stay above it? If they can, 682.47 up next. SPY is looking to peak above that 50 EMA on hourly and testing the next key zone above us. 730.49, 740. All right, so all the bulls need to do now, guys, is they did their job to recapture this territory. Now, for the next 2 minutes, they need to hold. Okay. They need to hold here. They need this candle to hold. It just can't start to melt. They need to hold because in the next 2 minutes, we have a new hourly candle. Okay, a new hourly candle. Okay, and then now this can start to flip slowly into support. Okay, in pursuit of this runway. Okay, matter of fact, the QQQ reclaimed FOMC. Okay, when we last checked, it was it reclaimed 75% of it. Boom, QQQ is officially reclaimed FOMC. So tech buy back up. Tech bought up immediately off that sell-off. Immediate response. So we're basically Qs. Qs are above the daily upside breaker, guys. Just like that. Qs are above that daily upside breaker just like that. Let's get the likes up, guys. 100 likes to go. Halfway there. Halfway there, guys. So no trade so far, just analysis. Shockwave to the upside. Played out nicely. You guys can see. $25% single contract. Beautiful job, Dan. Good. Okay, Tesla getting ready. Let's take a look at Tesla. Okay, I want to see Tesla decisively hold. Shockwave 5 on Tesla. Shockwave 5 has been working out nicely. Okay, I want to see a nice hold on Tesla above those highs. That's a triple top. So keep in mind, guys, Tesla needs to break past that triple top. Tesla's testing that weekly downside breaker, last week's lows. All right, so for Tesla to continue to push into that 310 or before that 309.06, it needs to get past this triple top. So it needs to convince me that it can get above this triple top, this intraday triple top. We made that high at 936. We topped out again at 956, and we're topping out again at 307.61. So if it cannot break out past those levels, all right, and continue to push, then I'm not gonna touch Tesla, but I'll keep a close eye on Tesla. If you can break it, get a close above it, get that signal. Count me in. Nvidia the past couple of weeks now, right, is starting to look like its old self. We've been saying that early, and that's really encouraging. New hourly candle here. We knock out these highs, the buying continues until proven otherwise. Okay, we knock out those highs, buying continues until proven otherwise. See if Tesla can start to go. Join SPY. Wow, look at SPY, guys. Gorgeous push to 740. But look at the rationale. Expansion below 1850 on the VIX will open up the door for us to push the upside. Okay, so this is the essence of not caring which way the market goes. Okay, TP2 hit. Tesla. Still waiting on Tesla. The tech buy up, phenomenal. Inside on the 5 on Tesla. Apple breakdown brewing. See, everything can lift up Tesla here. So buyers are here on the hourly, guys. TP2 hit. Okay, see, it doesn't continue to push. Okay, want that close on Tesla. You see the triple top there on the 5. You can see the triple top better on the 1. I want it to stay above that level. I want to see a clean close. TP2 hit. Trailing stop on. All right, SPY, the only place I'm looking to get involved is at that 736.77. Outside of that, I have no interest. Small caps, all right, still inside. They are they're a laggard here. Okay, TP2 hit, trail stop hit right there. So your trailing stop, boom. So you're able to take this to TP1, TP2. If you have your trail stop, you close right there. So nice trade on SPY there. Qs retested that daily upside breaker. 680.03, 680 cycle level as well. Still keeping a close eye on Tesla. Okay, I'm going to take Tesla right there. I'm going to Tesla calls. 315s. Okay, got that signal. See if that signal can print, stay on the chart. That'd be great. If you did take Tesla, manage accordingly. Up 4. Go, 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 Tesla. Tesla has room to that 309.06 territory. Up 7. So I want Tesla to stay above that resistance now. Stop on Tesla, conservative. So now if the market can pull back a little bit and starting to continue to push, that's going to help Tesla stay above that level. Victory on Tesla is close above, okay, the call trigger on Shockwave. Okay, close above the call trigger on Shockwave, and Tesla will give me a chance here. Okay, I got that close, and now Tesla knock out these highs. If we can do that in the next 5 minutes, Tesla will be in good shape. There goes Tesla up 16, up 15. I'm going to take a majority off right there. At 15 on Tesla. Down to runners. Thank you very much. I like that push on Tesla. All right. Runners. I'm going to keep the runners until this weekly level orange line. So quick 15% on Tesla. Okay, test runners, stay of no close below here. All right, I'll give it a buffer, maybe a minus 10% buffer. What a push. So Tesla not going all the way, but you give me 15% less than 10 minutes, you don't got to tell me twice. Okay, about to get stopped on those runners. Close below that level, that 5-minute candle low. If that candle goes engulfing, Qs are starting to sell off here. That 5 goes engulfing, then I'll close out Tesla. If it stays above 306.50, okay, can wick below it, but if as long as it stays above, if it closes above it, I can stay in. All right, so we got the very top of Tesla right there with that TP. I want to see SPY recover here. I want to see the Qs recover here as well. I want to see buyers continue to push this thing back up. All right, if you're an expansion trader, you can see on the hourly, guys, buyers are there. We're seeing some profit taking, but the buyers drove this thing back higher. So Tesla, let's see if these runners can run. Okay. And if that 5-minute candle can recover and get back, okay, to the green side. And don't take Tesla. Good if you did. If you took SPY, SPY is the winner of the day, guys. SPY is the MVP. Outside of semiconductors, okay, SPY is the MVP. So this week, guys, all the trades have worked in our favor. All right, small adjustment. It's not, hey, the market conditions are better. All right. It's just, what can we do better? Right? All you can do is put yourself in position to win. That's all you can do, guys. Nothing has really changed. So runners about to get knocked out if they close below that orange line, that weekly level, weekly downside breaker. I can accept the wick, but no close. That 1-minute candle has 1 minute and 50 seconds left. That 5-minute candle has 1 minute and 50 seconds left. So look where we're topping, guys. We are topping at that TP2. Okay. I'll close out right there. Runner stopped out. Okay, so you can see SPY topping at this TP2. All right, could again you follow through behind that runner on Tesla, but secured a majority for 15. SPY come back at that territory, that'd be great. That was a quick scalp on Tesla. VIX starting to wake up here. The 9 EMA test coming up. So you can see right here. So the indicator tells you, take your profit there. If you have a trailing stop, your trailing stop is right there. So you should no longer be in the calls. No longer be in the calls. If we do sell off, guys, small caps are the weakest. These small caps 289 puts do look appealing. So it looks like this week we traded Tesla 3 times. So if this is a legit sell, small caps might be the first ones to go. But small caps, be mindful that 289. 289, of course the 290 is being put to the test, 29.56. On the indexes, this can be just that natural 9 EMA test. So good TP on Tesla. Okay, we'll see if it's either a scalp on Tesla or you get stopped out. If you're looking for all the R's. If you're looking for all the R's in the world, you get stopped out. Okay, SPY coming into shockwave here. Okay, coming to VWAP. I like the reclaim setup, not the bounce. If this thing continues to sell off, guys, small caps have the most amount of weakness. All right, the only obstacle between small caps really breaking down into 288 into 288s is the 289.56. So now that the hourly, all right, starting to get some pressure on it. This might be setting up a retest, or is it going to be a complete flush on the hourly? Keep a close eye on that 50% retrace on the hour. 9 EMA test right here. So trend traders are looking at that 9, assessing that 9, looking for potential hammers off that 9. Qs are testing. Okay, so I'm looking at IWM here. I'm looking at the IWM 289 puts. Okay, biggest danger for that idea is a double bottom. All right, so make sure that double bottom gets invalidated. And also forming somewhat of an inverse cup and handle. All right, so just be mindful that we are testing that 9 EMA. Q's testing that 680. So SPY got the job done today. SPY got the job done. SPY got the job done. Okay, keeping a close eye on IWM. I want to see a weakness here, and I want to see the VIX, okay, continue to go north. Tesla testing VWAP. Okay, small caps potentially coming in here. Okay, so you get that signal on small caps, IWM, get that continue push lower. Looking for an entry on small caps. Okay, I want to wait for that double bottom to invalidate. I want to see everything start to sell off. See if VIX can reclaim VWAP. Give it a second here to digest. No signal yet. No signal yet. Is that happening to anyone else? Sound going in and out on Discord. I want to see a close in the next 2 seconds here on small caps. VIX get above the VWAP, that'd be great. $45 seconds left on that 5-minute candle. 15-minute candle as well. I'm just waiting to invalidate the double bottom on small caps. We do have a level at that 289.56, so it might be a short window initially. But if it can start to accelerate and break and everything starts to drop, small caps are the candidate. They will be the candidate. Okay, I'll take small caps right there. I'll take IDM right there. I'm in the puts. Conservative is a risk. Okay, there we go. Small caps. Up 7. TP if you need to. Get some follow through. Conservative is a risk. See if you get some follow through on small caps here into that into the below lows of the day. Up 10, up 13. I'm gonna take a majority off right there, 14% on small caps at that level. Down to runners. Okay. Holding runners on small caps. I want to see small caps hold below that that monthly 50% retrace. There goes small caps, up 19. Okay. There we go, team. There we go. Small caps, they're testing that level, guys. So again, make sure to TP. I'll give small caps room into this initial entry. Okay, so I already TP'd at 14. I want small caps to go beyond 289.56. Okay, that was our target with the majority. Very tight window. That's what the market is giving. Tight windows, we have to take the profit. Okay, I'll close small caps there. Okay, I'll close small caps there. I'll runners there. I'll out small caps. And then now watch a dump. All right, so for those of you waiting for the dump, maybe it's time now. But the fact that the Qs and SPY are starting to bounce off that 9, a little discouraging. The small caps have hit some level of magnitude there. So if you see small caps, very quick work. All right, very quick work. It's a very tight window. I talked about how that window is tight. Okay, and we just need small caps to kind of lead the way and everything else to follow, but nothing is following. They're just bouncing out their respective 9s. So this is my window, guys. Okay. At peak, maybe 19-20%, but we're able to get our 20 into here. Okay. Okay, if you're still babysitting this, manage accordingly. Know where your risk is. What will be encouraging is if small caps can close below that 289.56. They can close below that on the 5. You're in good shape. If it goes hammer, reclaims that put trigger. There go small caps, guys. Small caps, IWM. IWM. All right, that's 2 for today. Both worked in our favor. Just Tesla couldn't go quick enough. So today I had a very quick trigger finger. All right. The biggest danger is the hangover. The hangover meaning FOMC, get used to this massive push. So we know we have a good idea. I don't want to say we know. All right. No one knows 100%, but I have a good idea that small caps will lead us to the downside if everything starts to slide, because it already has weakness. Send me a screenshot of what you're seeing, Arnie. My small cap trader. Didn't want to catch that. All good in Discord. I don't know what's happening. It's a very tight window. My IWM army, that's a very tight window. If you got it off VWAP, you're living large. But that's a very tight window. Okay, so that's 2 setups today. Both quick scalps. Under 5 minutes. Didn't even go to TP. That goes to show you when it doesn't even go to TP or scale out, and you trade as a scalp, you could walk away with returns in the teens. Okay. All right, small cap still looks bearish on the one. It just needs to get that close below that key level, guys. We're seeing some wicks on that one. If everything starts to drop here, VIX starts to spike back into 1850, gets back above it, that'll be very encouraging for small caps. Okay. Again, guys, we are 11 minutes away from the giveaway. 11 minutes away from the giveaway. All right, so if you took SPY here, all right, you're done. It gives you a move like this. Close the laptop. Move on with your day. Okay, no sense in watching these candlesticks. Okay, it has to be like that, guys. That's the only way to maneuver. Beautiful job, Lynn. Off VWAP, you're comfortable. You're cozy. If your entry is near VWAP on small caps, you're cozy after taking profit. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the audio issues, guys. That's why we have to have the multi-stream. Right, in the data center space, we call it fault tolerance. Okay, that 9 is still being respected, all right? So I'm not fully on board, bigger picture, with going short. I think there's just some profit taking, if you ask me. We still haven't broken structure. We're starting to potentially do one of these maneuvers. But what's noticeable, okay, is the slowdown. Is this slowdown, all right? So this is the move. What you're noticing, guys, is the market is starting to place the cleanest moves very close to the open. And then chop and then sprinkle in a couple of clean moves in between. Right? What's the most dangerous time to trade? The open. Right? That's the trickiest time to trade. Right? That's why Shockwave 5 is here. To provide you some clarity, to provide you a framework. Yeah, Nvidia is looking like its old self again. Nvidia is looking like its old self once again, guys. That's exciting. All right, so it's very hard to go short when we're bouncing off when we're testing 9s. We're testing the key level on the Qs. Just a 5-minute pullback. Okay, we're still bullish here on the hourly candle. We're just seeing some profit taking. Okay, it's very important to understand the difference between profit taking and market structure shifting. Right, a lot of traders, when they're trying to understand reversal trading, they mix those two things up, and that's where they get caught. Right, they try to short a period when the market is strong. And there's some profit taking, and they go short at that point. Because that's when trend traders, that's when they're entering. Beautiful job, beautiful job, beautiful job, Lynn. Okay. Who's done for the day, guys? That might be all the trades for today, guys. Okay. Okay, that's probably all the trades for today. It's been a long, long week. It's been a long month as well. Okay, if this month squeezed you, if this month put pressure on your system, if this month, okay, really put you through the gauntlet, and you're still here, you still are trading, and you didn't blow up, all right, that is a victory within itself. Okay, I'm not saying that to make you feel better, but that's the reality of the situation. This was by no means an easy month. All right, but still, in the most difficult month, there is still ways to thrive, and that's going to be directly tied to what kind of system do you have. Okay, so survival is sometimes the best thing that can take place for your account. Right, just to survive. You cannot get wiped out. It can be the worst month in history, but your system has to be good enough to keep you in the game. All right, it's almost like the market is just trying to poke holes in your system and see where your pain points are. And then once it finds that particular pain point, that particular weakness, it just runs a train through that weakness. All right, so July was a very trying month, and if you successfully succeeded through July, you survived, if you thrived, right, that you deserve a pat on the back. If you blew up in July, okay, you've learned a lot as well. Okay, so don't make that a reason to say the market is rigged. That's what the commentary is going to be. The commentary wants to blame the market. Oh, the market is rigged. This is why this happening. This is why it's happening. Right? You can never ever blame the market. Okay, we have the control, especially as day traders. We control when we enter. We control when we exit. We just have to constantly adjust to what the market is doing. Constantly adjust, constantly adjust, constantly adjust. Right? And it took us until the tail end of the month to really get a feel for the movement. Right? So when August rolls around, guess what? It's a new ball game. It's new movement. Just when you get comfortable with July's movement, here comes August. Okay, different equation, different problem. And that's what keeps things so interesting. Right? That's what I like about the market. There's the constant challenge. Right? And if you're a person who likes to learn, develop, and grow, this is it. If you got that bounce off that 9, okay, you can see that structural break using that 9. Understanding market context, if VIX collapse back to downside, TP. Okay, realize some of those gains. You can see, all right, there's no reason to short here. Can you short this rejection into this territory? Yeah, scalp. Right. But look at the hourly. Some profit taking takes place, and then the buying is back up. All right, so let price settle and it continues. Probably headed towards 740. Small caps, good TP. Small caps, what are the small caps are bouncing off of that level where we TP'd off. Okay, that was a bounce level. So our TP, our exit, was a bounce level. Tesla coming back into the fold. Double dip opportunity on Tesla. There goes Tesla. That one was actually cleaner. Right. That one's actually cleaner. Alphabet just can't seem to get itself together. I think Alphabet just ran up a little too much. Fill the gap. We'll review Alphabet here in a bit. And then now it's just seeing some profit taking. E-Trade is down. Who took that break? My trend traders, my flag traders, my channel break traders. This is where you exist. Okay, you have to. This is you. Regardless how it plays out, you have to live with the results. If that's your trade, okay, win, lose, or draw, you see it, you got to take it. Okay, that's the whole point of trading a system. It looks like Tesla was worth a double dip, right? Coulda, woulda, shoulda. But Tesla's double dip was gorgeous. There goes Tesla. So it provides that scalp, and look at that. Clean push. This was the reclaim, right? More of that reclaim setup we discussed. Where's your TP? Okay. What do you have to be on the lookout for? This level right here. 309.08. Where does price get smacked off of? That level right there. So this is probably a 25 to 35, 40% trade because it happens so quickly. And Tesla's a mover. Right? Here's your opportunity to TP, guys. $1.60, close to $1.60. Okay. Take a majority off. Okay. That's gonna be that's the recipe. The recipe to being profitable is taking profits. Okay. Or one of the recipes, or one of the key ingredients. One of the key ingredients is taking profits. It's easier said than done because sometimes a lot of traders do have trouble taking profits. All right, so first if it is in the books, 2 trades doing first. Scalp on Tesla, scalp on small caps. Both work in our favor. Tesla runners couldn't really go, got stopped out. SPY nonetheless provided the best clean opportunity. It created separation. Okay. Game plan came to fruition. VIX gets that slice and dice through that 1850. That opens up the door for this thing to push. Right? Rotation story is on as well. Right, we're seeing the Qs get bought up. The Qs are actually direction on the daily. Okay. The Qs have made up for that drop from FOMC. We can't say the same about SPY. SPY is almost there. So SPY kind of looks like what the Qs were doing this morning. Unless we get some hourly candle that is bearish, okay, I'll be hesitant to think short. Okay, look at the 30. 30's inside. 15. 15. Profit taking, boom, engulfer. 4 hour. Right, so we have buyers on the 4 hour. We have buyers on the hourly. On the 30. Indecision. On the 15. Buyers. Now new candle here. So inside. Alright, so we're opening up inside here. But that top of the hour candle is directional. Alright. So let's see if we can maintain. So what you want to see here is where does this candle close out? Does it close as a doji? Does it get close to those lows, close as a shooter, or does it close as a full body? It still has 26 minutes to be resolved. Apple puts. Good, good, good. Take a minute to like the video, guys. Let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. We have 150 people joining us this morning. Make sure to like the video to unlock the giveaway. Help us get to 6K subs. We will do the giveaway at 11 o'clock if we get to 100 likes. Triple bottom on Walmart. Let's take a look at Walmart. Look at that whipsaw on Walmart. My goodness. Yeah, triple bottom breakdown on Walmart. Yeah, Walmart can start to break down here. Okay, speaking of Walmart, shockwave signal there. So once that signal prints, risk is up there. Basically, you want that triple bottom to fail. You want that support to fail, and then you want it to create separation away from it and start to slide. Okay, so there's a signal right now on Walmart to the downside. Okay, if you have shockwave, there's a signal there on Walmart. Signal for the puts on Apple as well. Here we go. You can see it in real time, guys. Okay, it literally says take the puts there. Okay. First shift is in the books. Let us know you didn't during first shift. If you're done for the day, throw the DFTDs in the chat. Throw the DFTDs in the chat. Right, so you should be able to get your work done during the first hour. There was ample opportunity, especially if you have that hour dedicated to trading. Ample opportunity during the first hour. Okay. What's a good number to set out your stop? That's completely discretionary. If you want to use a level-based stop, if you want to use a percentage-based stop, if you want to have a stop on the chart, if you want to have a stop on the contract, if you want to have a stop that's dynamic, combining multiple things, right? Or if you want to have a stop based on the ATR. So there's a lot of things that go into stops. Okay, but the way the system generates a stop is based on what you want to select. Do you have an aggressive appetite? Do you have a conservative appetite? Okay, you can start with let's put it this way. First, start with a percentage stop. The reason why I would say start with a percentage stop is because you need to get into the habit of when that percentage gets hit, you close a trade. So you have to get comfortable with closing trades when it goes beyond your stop. Right? So if you start at the hardest things first, in the future you set yourself up for those things to be simpler. All right? So just having the muscle memory. When we first started, okay, intentionally, if you guys recall last year, we're gradually adding layers to the trading and bringing you along. If you guys recall last year, right, when we made it onto the scene, we had a very tight stop. Stop was 10 to 15%. Right, 10 to 15%. So I can be right on the chart, but once that percentage gets violated, I'm going to cut. Right? To show you, to emphasize how, hey, you know what, even when you do get stopped and when it does work out, it's very easy to recover 10 to 15%. Now the stop is more underlying base. So the percentage can vary. It's based on the underlying. But at the same time, you have to understand how each of those contracts move, if they're what DTEs and what the nature of their movement is, and what the ticker is as well. Right? But simply put, if you're just trading SPY alone, okay, and you want to get properly trained, get trained to trade SPY alone, one ticker, you can do percentage stop in the beginning. And when you have that muscle memory built into your system, that you're comfortable with closing trades when you're wrong, you can start to transition to a level-based stop, or have a hybrid approach, because your stop is your stop. So what that means is, if you are wrong, you must cut the trade. The stop cannot get defined as while you're in the trade. It has to be defined prior to you entering the trade. All right, so getting stopped out and taking profits, right? You have to at least do that systematically every day, without worrying about runners, without worrying about, I got stopped out here and it went to the moon. I just continuously repeating that for at least a quarter. And then you'll have enough trust in yourself. Right? You'll have enough trust in yourself, okay, to have a hybrid approach. You will see enough iterations of things play out. And if you can do that regularly, guys, if you have a stop between 10-15%, I know it's very tight, and your TP's 15 to 25%, and you win 5.5 or 6 of your trades, you'll still leave more than you came in with, at bare minimum. So that's the minimum requirement. Even if you get a 50% win rate, if you're wrong 5 times, right 5 times, with that kind of approach, there's still a way for you to possibly end in the green, slightly red, or break even. But there should be no way, okay, for you to get wiped out. You have to eliminate that first. The chance of you getting wiped out, the biggest danger is getting wiped out, because what's going to happen is, if you get wiped out, you can no longer participate. You can't play the game anymore. Right? You're going to have to go find another capital source and watch the markets. And when you're watching the markets, guess what? All your setups are there. Right? So that's I know it's a long-winded answer, but that's what I would say as far as stops. Done for the day, 55% on NVIDIA. Absolutely BT6. Beautiful job. All right, so again, what is the hourly telling us? Continue to push the upside. We're seeing semis continue to push. AMD is just out of here. Semis continue to push, continue to trend to the upside. How we doing, strikers? How we doing? The structure stop. Yep, you can have structure stop, percentage stop. All right, so this a shockwave is a level based stop. Right, it's a measured move, a level based stop. You choose if it's aggressive or conservative. You choose the profile, you choose the reward as well. Tesla. This is the reason why those key levels are the most important levels to have on your chart, guys. Okay. This is it. A lot of traders will take Tesla to the upside. They'll take the calls. They'll be up 35%, 40%. They will freeze. They don't have the muscle memory. They're not trained to take profit. And then they hold, because their eyes are glued to 310. But what they don't see is this 309.06. They blink a few times, and they're down. Okay, now, more than likely, people don't make good decisions after this type of event takes place. The likelihood of a trader looking to close the trade now is very low. When you go from big green to big red, the likelihood of you closing the trade, okay, significantly decreases. Because there's a level of frustration and stubbornness. Right? So you have to be trained, again, to take those profits, guys, to take those profits. Don't worry of what takes place after. Okay? You have to take profits. All right? The question we always pose is, what more do you want? Okay? You have to ask yourself that sometimes. What more do I want? I have 30. Of course, even if you have 100, it's not enough, guys. We're never going to be satisfied. And this one came in within 3 minutes. Less than 5 minutes of work. Click 2 buttons within 5 minutes. Or within 3 minutes. And get 30+%. Or want to get more, okay, and sit through the drawdown. Second shift, we know what second shift is. Second shift is donation hour. So anyone who's looking to give back money to the market, donate to the market, guys. Market is accepting donations during this hour. All right, so be very careful. If you're green, stay clean. There was a handful of names that provided some great opportunities. So we're seeing a nice little push back the upside. Nice bounce on tech names, nice bounce on semis, nice bounce on memory. And I'm going to give credit to Microsoft. Okay, I think Microsoft was one of the key catalysts that lifted us up. All right, let's get to 100 likes, guys, before 11 o'clock. We stretched it up by 30 minutes. First-time viewers, let us know where you're joining from. Long-time viewers, join our community. And I'll just be taking those 2 trades. Make sure to join us tomorrow for Ramp Down Friday. Tomorrow's Ramp Down Friday, Free Trade Friday. I'll be sharing the delay-free, ad-free stream link. Okay, tomorrow. If you want to access that, you can sit in our pre-market prep stream, along with the delay-free, ad-free stream. Okay. If you want to be a part of that, make sure to be in the free tier Discord. I'll be posting the link there. Snagged 153% on SNDK calls. Dipped in second time for 29%. Beautiful job. Almost 200% extraction in total on SNDK. So semis are running up. SNDK, right? Once it came to that 1K level, guys, the buyers just ran to it immediately. It's almost like, if you guys recall, Black Friday years ago, right? During Black Friday, when the stores would open up at like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m., there'll be those long lines, and once the door opens up, everyone is bursting through the doors, right? So think of that with SNDK. Anytime SNDK gets below 1,000, right, it's like a Black Friday. It's like a Black Friday. Right, Black Friday discount. And then all the buyers pick this thing back up on pre-market. Okay, you wait until the market proves itself to you. You wait until the market proves it to you. Okay, you have Shockwave. Take the calls here. TP1. This thing comes back and bounces. Okay, for a parabolic bounce off that call trigger. Okay, for a total of 73 points. Okay, look how small $10 increments are on SNDK. $10 increments on SNDK are equivalent to $1 increments on SPY. It just slices and dices to these levels. You can see how close they are. Okay. So all the semis saw that push higher. Okay, SPY comes back to that VWAP. Q's testing that 9. I'll watch this play out. No horse in the race. I'll watch it play out. Okay, that hourly starting to get some pressure here. This last 10 minutes, 9 minutes are going to be critical on this hourly candle. We're starting to see some selling affect the 15s. Reversal on the 15s. The 5s continue to push lower. SPY testing VWAP. Q's testing that 9. Q's have a couple areas where they can bounce. They have the 680s, of course. Imagine if they, pump this thing up, dump this thing, and then fill the gap to the downside. That would be brutal. All right, we'll see how it happens. I learned about Tesla back in the day. It moves fast, takes money, take money and run. Yeah, Tesla, when it moves, right? It can cover a lot of ground in a short period of time. Everything's starting to slide. What's our friend VIX doing? What's our friend VIX doing? Is it above or below 1850? Okay. And we're starting to slowly work our way back into this area. High traffic magnet territory. All right, let's get to 100 likes, guys. 8 minutes left. We are 21 likes away. 8 minutes. We'll do the giveaway. Market taking donations on this shift 100%. It takes donations all day, right? Between 9:30 a.m. and 4 p.m. it takes donations, but especially during second shift. So far, 8 win days and 7 loss days this month, only down 2%. One day I didn't respect stop loss, took a big hit, but it ended up collapsing, winning in the long run. That's awesome, right? So that is a really, really good thing to see, right? So minus that big hit, sometimes we can fall victim to that, but the main thing is, right, 8 wins, 7 losses, slightly above 50%. And you're only down 2%. Okay, so that shows that you're managing your risk really well outside of that one day. Right? Even with that one day, you're only down 1% because of the 6 times you manage those losses. All right, so tremendous job. My IW double dippers. Okay, here we go. IW double dippers. Target and lows of the day. VIX is hot. VIX is hot. Qs must hold 680. Qs must hold 680. SPY back below VWAP. after that happened, my goal was just to recover. And having the ability to recover is tremendous. And having the confidence and the conviction to know that you know how to recover, right, that is priceless. Right, that is one of the most important skills in trading. And the only way you know is if you've been there before. So tremendous job, Wiz. Small caps went to lows today. Make sure you don't rely on hope to recover. Still make the educated decision 100%. 100%. Hope is not a strategy. My goodness, if this turns out to break below the lows and go into the jaws of the gap, there's a path for it. VIX needs to knock out 19 and continue. This would be vicious. That's why it's so important, guys, to take a shift by shift. This is why the shift by shift framework is in place. What happened in this shift stays in this shift. Now you have to transition. It's basically a brand new day. From an intraday perspective, it's a new 60. Right, it's a new 60. Anything can happen. Look at this 60, guys. We fell below 50%. Retrace that hourly. My goodness. But you notice here, all right, there's no signal. So if you're waiting for that push back higher, there's no signal there to go long. So that saved 1 unit of risk. All right. There's no signal. Now we're back basically to where we started. Back to square one. Back to ground zero. And the VIX is hot. Small caps, nice drop below those lows. Again, anytime the market's going to sell off, small caps are going to lead it to the downside. Happens again. Anyone double dip on IW? IWM, that is. 16 likes, guys. 16 likes. 16 likes. Let's get it done. We're closing in on 5,900 subs. Up 30%. Good, good, good. Beautiful job. Firefly. All right, so I have a lot of levels in this territory. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we get some kind of response in this area. If we get a slice and dice through here, that's very telling. Okay, that tells us there's a lot of selling pressure. But I wouldn't be surprised if we get some kind of response off those lows, off these levels. There's essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels in this $1.02 range. Okay. That selling pressure on the hourly is undeniable. So once it gets past that 50% retrace, all right, you can say that the sellers are starting to put some pressure on that candle. New candle coming up in less than 60 seconds. All right, so no surprise. Okay, so we can see we're getting a natural bounce off that zone. Here we go. Do we get a resurface back above VWAP? This bounce here is sufficient. That's an 80-cent move in 3 minutes. Okay. If you're a scalper, that's more than enough. We're below VWAP. Boom. 11 o'clock is officially here, guys. 11 o'clock is officially here. Okay, now I have a new hourly candle. We knock out these lows, selling continues. There's a dead cat bounce. Just like that, we went tit for tat. But the bigger picture issue, guys, is we're getting very sticky. We're back in this sticky situation. Okay, we're not able to create separation. We created a little bit of separation upside. Now we're back here. All right, no follow through. We knock out those lows. All right, selling pressure is on. VIX is hot. Look at that. What a trap, guys. That was a mean trap. I mean, the bulls had plenty of time. Okay, to get fed. They had plenty of time to get fed. Put in the chat, do we get the lows of the day? Do we get the lows of the day? 734.59. As we approach lows of the day, there's a couple of things that can take place. Double bottom can take place. Double bottom could lead to a dead cat bounce, which in turn translates to inverse cup and handle. Or we just get a structural breakdown, slice and dice through here, and push it to 733.38. Thirteen likes away. At Microsoft, let's take a look at Microsoft. Are you in the puts? Zeros or further dated? Microsoft, just be a little careful. Microsoft, those contracts are a little elevated. Microsoft is a no trade name anyways with the IV, but Shockwave gets stopped out there, and now it's testing that 445 in VWAP. Okay, we have some support. We have previous history in this area intraday. VWAP 445. So it's a make or break type of situation on Microsoft. If you're short into VWAP, okay, you can target VWAP. If you're looking to go short right here off of VWAP and see what's below it, you need this zone to create separation. We need to continue to fall apart. But we saw price come here before, bounce, 445 right there, VWAP right there. So if you want Microsoft to break below here, more than likely, you need the rest of the market to continue to drop. If we start to bounce, Microsoft can start to work its way back into 446.70, and then eventually the next target 450. That's Microsoft. Account officially blown, but I'll be back bigger and stronger. Yep, there's a lot to learn, right? When you do blow accounts, okay, it happens. I understand. Just come back stronger. Was it one singular trade that blew you up? If you don't mind sharing, everyone can learn from everyone's experience. Or was it just a slow bleed, just constantly getting stopped out, a couple of trades holding a little too long, or was it just one or two trades that blew it up? All right, no judgment, just asking. Okay, so this is all. They're holding it. Bigger picture, we need to create follow through from this yellow zone. If we get 10 more likes in the next 5 minutes, we'll do the giveaway. Okay. Let's get it done, guys. We're 9 likes away. And we'll look to wrap up the stream. We'll continue the stream on our Discord, guys. So if you're interested in the extended stream, we'll continue in our Discord until 12:30. 12:30, I'll provide commentary. We'll discuss more stuff there. So on YouTube, if you're interested, guys, make sure to jump in the Discord and join us there. All right. So our show is coming to an end here shortly. Let's hit the like away. Let's hit the. I was gonna say like away. Let's hit the like button so we can get the giveaway started. I do find the duck race actually very entertaining. Right, it's actually very entertaining. Right, so we'll do the giveaway. How we doing, strikers? How we doing, guys? How we doing? So as we transition into fall, guys, we'll look to go on YouTube from 9:30 to 11 o'clock, 11:30, and then continue in our community. So if you do want to join us there, it's not free, but there is a trial. There is a trial you can use. Okay, use the code trial30. That'll save you 30% of your first month. All right, so you can join us for less than $50 a month for your first month. The links are everywhere. All right, so sticky. So this turning out to be a magnet day, despite that nice push to the upside. We got some kind of separation. All right, so VIX back at 19, SPY back in this key zone. So basically what you want to see, Sancho, is you want to see just SPY fail to hold the zone. You can pair those two things together, and your 1DT should have enough time, depending on where your risk is, should have enough time to let that play out. Okay. How wide is your risk? 5 points or these highs here? All right, if you have a wide risk, that's a huge risk though. That 5-point risk, yeah, if it's very tight, conservative, all right, you can go from here to here. That's about a 1.5, 1.6 to 1. So SPY at a critical inflection point, VIX at a critical inflection point, Microsoft at a critical inflection point. This key zone, this magnet. The hourly is directional, guys. The amount of pivoting you have to do. Okay, is just unbelievable. If you're playing basketball, it's essentially you're traveling every play. Okay, that's how much pivoting you have to do. Kind of how the NBA is now. Okay. And this is really great for day traders. This is really great for people who operate on the lower time frames. Right? Because this is the opportunity. This is the opportunity. So if VIX repels off 19 and pushes back lower, that's probably going to send us back into this territory. Awesome job, Fishman. 1750 SPX profits. You're just crushing SPX this month. Fishman. Staying green. Beautiful job, Reyes. Any new Golden Goose members, guys? Anyone else Golden Goose? Okay, we want to celebrate your... That's one thing to have the indicator. It's another thing to use it, put it into practice. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it, Fishman. Trading, there's nothing like it. Amen. Bear flag on the 5. Excuse me. On SPY. You're talking about this entire thing? From the pre-market low to the late pre-market low to the point here. SPY's holding on to dear life, guys. We know it has a lot of room to drop. Right, so for that drop to take place, okay, 735 is that fine line in the sand, and that VIX is the tell. VIX 19 is the tell. All right, we're at 102 likes, so it's giveaway time. Giveaway. Small caps, another double dip on small caps. Triple dip today on small caps. So SPY only gave one opportunity on 15, two opportunities on 5. Look at small caps. So the one I took is actually the one that yielded the smallest appreciation, which was in the teens. Okay, this one works nicely. All right, scalp. And this one, look how nice this one is. This one as well. You break back lower. But there's no signal here. So if you take this on your own strength, sure. But if you're waiting for a signal, there's no signal here. Right, and eventually the signal comes in here. And comes in here as well, never gets stopped out. So small caps providing the best opportunities on the, out of all the index, the most opportunities on the indexes. VIX is hot, team. Pressure is going to be put on that 735. VIX is hot. All right, so I'm going to put, collect the names. I'm going to put a timer for 5 minutes. Okay. The giveaway today, all right, it's going to be a special giveaway. It's going to be 5-day access to Shockwave. 5-day access to Shockwave is the giveaway for today. All right. 5-day access to Shockwave is the giveaway for today. Let's do that for today. All right, so that's actually our first Shockwave giveaway for 5 days. And more than likely, you can use it for 5 days, get the Golden Goose, and get yourself the indicator. All right. So I'm going to start a timer here. So you have 5 minutes, guys. Everyone's eligible. Same price for everyone. You have 5 minutes to put your names in the chat. 735, keep a close eye. VIX above 19, keep a close eye. All right, Shockwave. Is the indicator that we use that allows you to take advantage of the opening range trades. All right, filtering out traps and giving you the best entries based on your risk management protocols and suggested TPs. It has so many features. All right, so that's going to be That's gonna be the giveaway prize today. All right. So let me collect some names. Let me get my ducks. Let me connect some names. 1 week. Okay, 1 week access. 5 days. The 5 days is access to all right, so put your names in the chat, guys. In the meantime, let's enjoy some of our playlist and watch SPY either break below 735, continue to push lower, or bounce off it. But anyway, create some kind of separation. Okay.
Smart action trading is fast tracker. Stay the course, stay the course. The fruit don't grow the day you plant the seed. Stay the course. The market can bless you, the market can humble you. Stay the course.
Green candles dancing, got the whole room alive. 3 wins in a row got me feeling like I can fly. But I've seen euphoria turn a blessing to a curse. When confidence outruns discipline, things get worse. When the streaks whisper, you don't need the rules today. That's the same voice that slowly pulls the wise astray. The market don't camp about the wins from last week. It rewards preparation after highs that we seek. Smart action trading. That's why strikers on the swarm, learning how to stay grounded when the days turn green. Because the danger ain't the losses everybody fears. Sometimes it's success that blind your eyes and cloud your ears. I used to chase results, now I focus on execution. Because consistency is built through process, not emotion. Every chart a classroom, every candle got a lesson. Every session starts reminding me to stay invested in progression.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am.
I remember empty rooms and talking to myself, building brick by brick when nobody else helped. Now the numbers look better, the lesson got larger, but success can become an even tougher teacher. Because pride grows quietly, it don't knock at the door, but slips into winning streaks and starts asking for more. Proverbs on the desk, coffee by the screen, reminding me humility is stronger than it seems. The fool says,
I figured it out.
I arrived. The wise man keeps learning, keeps the curiosity alive. Every loss paid tuition, every win paid rent. Both of them teachers, if you listen to what they meant. The crowd loves prediction. I respect preparation because tomorrow's opportunity belongs to dedication.
Back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to the process, back to the blend. Forever a student, that's who I am. Lord, if the blessings grow, don't let the roots go shallow. If the winds keep coming, keep my spirit walking narrow. If the doors swing open, keep my heart in place. Let gratitude grow deeper than the prophets that I chase. Because euphoria fades, but wisdom remains.
Character is revealed.
When success starts to reign,
The ant stores grain before the winter arrives. Preparation keeps us.
vision alive.
Small steps repeated become stories we told. That's how ordinary days become silver and gold.
Some chase the spotlight,
Some chase applause.
I'm chasing consistency. Under the cause. Small action trading. SBI striker standing strong.
Teaching traders discipline long after trends are gone.
The market will change,
The seasons will turn.
but every cycle leaves another lesson
So when the
learned.
green days come, I enjoy them with grace and show up tomorrow and return to my place. Ain't no
Go back to the process, back to the way, back to the habits that carry the day. Green days come, green days go. Wisdom decides what remains when they go. Back to process, back to the plan. Forever a student, that's who I am. Smart action trading, wise strikers. Stay the course, stay the course. Plant the seed, wise strikers. Trust the word, stay the course. And we're learning, forever growing. Smart action trading, stay
striker. Stay the course. Stay the course.
They told us chase fast money, worship greed, panic with a crowd, build on fear,
Distraction and emotional slavery.
but discipline,
Patience,
wisdom,
wisdom,
that's how you escape the system.
smart action trading.
Yeah, Jericho walls falling when my faith get louder. Used to trade emotional, now my spirit stronger. Joshua rebuilding while they doubted every step. Now the pressure build diamonds every time I get tested. Escaping Babylon.
Okay, so I got all the names so far, guys. I got all the names. And we're about to get the giveaway started. So any last entries, if you just jumped in, you jumped in at the perfect time. We're doing a giveaway for Shockwave 15 before we wrap up. We hit our 100 like threshold. So the last name I got on Google Meets is Brian. The last name I got in the Discord, I don't want to miss anyone, is Jake. And the last name I got on YouTube is Julian. All right, so any last entries, any last minute entries. So again, we're going back and forth in this territory. We can see that take place for a little bit of time. Any last entries? James. We'll take 3 more. We'll take 3 more on YouTube. Ranto T. Lorena, and then 1 more. And Carlos, okay. There's no limit on the Discord. This is for Shockwave 15 5-day pass. Okay, last name I got is Thomas, Miss Thomas, or Mr. Thomas, or Miss Thomas. Okay, I'll give it Travell. Okay, that's it. All right, got all the names. Okay, Turbo. Anyone else on Discord, guys? Turbo. Got you, Turbo. Okay, we have 2 Thomases. Thomas White. Okay, so this is how it's going to work. The winner. Okay, so everyone on YouTube should be in the free tier Discord. Okay. SmartActionTrading.com. All right. Go to the free tier Discord. I'll drop that link. Okay, it's absolutely for free. You have access to tools and resources in there. If you're a member, you don't need to be in the free tier Discord. If you want to be, you can, but you have all the features in the free anyways. All right, but you want to go to the free tier Discord, and then only if you win, okay. Did I drop the wrong link? Wrong link. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, and then when you win, okay, send me your name, your exact name. Okay, send me your name and send me the number of the duck number. All right. Send me the duck number. Let me post the right link here. Give me 1 second. Okay, got it. Let's try that again. Okay, so you must be in the free tier Discord and I must get your message within the same day. All right. And must get your message within the same day. Your duck number. All right. If you're already a member, I already know who you are. So just send me a DM. All right, but if you're on YouTube, send me those details. All right. Again, this for Shockwave 15. All right. Latest indicator. Master trade in the opening range. All right. You have 5-day access to it. Okay, so trades like this will be automatically put on your chart, on your TradingView chart. So how to access it? You need TradingView to access it. All right. So you'll have 5-day access. The link is not working. Let's try this link. Here we go. Send me a DM already in the Discord. I'm not sure why it's not working. I can get that fixed for you. Okay, so we need the VIX to create separation away from 19th. The upside has to head towards 1950. I can put enough pressure on SPY to start to slide. We're starting to see some sellers pushing in. All right, let's do the giveaway. We're going to add 5 minutes to the clock. I'm going to take a quick coffee refill break. We'll be back on the other side. We'll do the giveaway. We'll wrap up the episode, and we'll continue with our team. Okay, good luck, everyone. No horse in the race, no position currently. I did take 2 trades today, both scalps, and let's rock and roll.
Multiply wise. Had you 25, 14, 30. Parable of the talents. Educational and inspirational purposes only. Trading involves substantial risk. Manage risk carefully. Protect your peace, your purpose, and your capital. Yeah. Yeah, I used to love June. Thought every breakout was forever. Till the cycle taught me patience. Inspired by the market seasonality breakdown. I used to love June. I met June back when the candles moved slow. Summer breeze blowing while the future stayed green glow. She wore red and green glasses, made her moving averages. Talking Fibonacci, whispered through the algorithm. Said, maybe this a midterm hit. Don't get caught sleeping. The market give it quick, then it take it every weekend. I laugh. Young trader with a dream and a laptop. Thought every breakout candle at the top pop. Back then, AI was the new gold rush. Every tickle branding, every dip I bought up. NVDA, in the heavens, that spike, kissing eyes. Everybody on the timeline yelling, bye, bye, bye. June looked nervous when the yields went higher. News anchor screaming while the bulls breathe fire. She told me the star but glitters where momentum bends. Summer stars free, but it don't always trend. I ain't listen. I was chasing as it move on the 1-minute chart. Revenge trading losses with emotion in my heart. Thought discipline was something old head say online. Till liquidity swept me life through times at 9. I used to love June. Thought the market only moved one way. Green candles in the sky all day. Till the cycle came and took my peace away. I used to love young. Midterm winds started changing tone. Now the chart feel colder than before. But the smart money already knows. Then she showed me history written
in the tape. Every 4 years, the market changes shape. Year one, shaky.
Year two, full of stress.
Year three, the blessing.
Year four, excess.
Said, watch the pattern.
Jump.
Slump, then pump. Q1 got the traders that control.
Summer come around
And the volume dry up. False breakouts, every their accounts died up. She pointed at October like a prophet in the rain. Said the strong survive, draw down pain.
Cause the election cycle got a rhythm of its own. Wall Street dancing while the weekend's gone.
I started seeing things different.
Stop treating,
Trading like a lottery ticket.
started respecting levels, waiting for reclaim.
Understanding that we tried don't deserve a trade.
Now I watch spread,
Not just hype online. Watch bonds and volatility
with the dollar signs. Cause even in bullish times, the market breathes.
and every parabolic move eventually needs release. Respect the trend.
But don't worship the candle.
Summer got traps in designer clothes.
Patience pays more than prediction.
Yeah, you call me on the future's open like you'll finally learn how to get set up gold. And I told her, now I wait for confirmation. Less dopamine, more preparation. The young bull still screaming new highs forever. But I remember 2022 pressure. How fast euphoria could turn to fear.
How one headline can change the whole year.
Still, I ain't very just wider now. Learn the market humbles every crown. And if the summer pulls back with fear in the air, that might be the blessing for the ones prepared. Cause year three historic where the money expands. Comes to action rally like a promised land. So if June get ugly, I won't panic at all. Sometimes a setback just setting up to fall. Now I respect them. This cycle always talking. Most traders just too loud. When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen,
Going free,
thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
made me complete.
Burning after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
But prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in.
Watch the tide roll in.
Learning every earthly
Every king
kingdom has an end.
come has an end.
Some valleys look so deep,
So deep,
I couldn't see the light.
couldn't see the light.
Some storms got so strong,
Souls got so
strong I couldn't win the fight.
Okay. We have our winner. Our winner is Charles. Charles Duck 17 is the winner. So Charles, congratulations. Congratulations, Charles. Congratulations, Charles. You have 5-day access to Shockwave. Some of you are saying that make sure to put your duck number in there. All right. Your trading, your YouTube username, your YouTube username, of course, your name Charles, and the duck number, and I'll get you access to that right away. And there you have it, folks. That's all we got for today. If you have any questions, put your question in the chat on YouTube. We'll go into our extended stream here. Looks like the link is not working for some of you here. So let me post the link one more time. So use this link. All right, so Charles, hopefully you don't log out. So this is the latest link, guys. All right, this link is the one. That's the link. Okay. So big thing is, before we do a wrap up here on YouTube, okay, so separation away from here. We're going to see separation away from here. The more time we spend here, the more choppy it gets. Okay, we have view up right above us. We have a critical level below us. So we'll see which side gives, and you're on the separation away from the 19 as well on the VIX. On that note, hopefully you found value from today's stream. Give the video a like on your way out. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. First time viewers, long time viewers, make sure you're subscribed. If you're looking to join us tomorrow for the delay-free ad-free stream, along with the access to some of the resources, make sure to join the community. But you can be part of the delay-free ad-free stream. Tomorrow it is Free Trade Friday, so again, make sure to be in the free tier Discord. All the tools and resources are available to you at smartactiontrade.com. If you want to join us for the extended stream, hop on over or scan the code on the screen and you can join us. We'll go with our team members until probably 12:30, and then we'll wrap it up there as well. As always, guys, hopefully you found value. Make sure to like the video, subscribe, stay safe, and God bless each one of you.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
Made me complete.
Running after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
The prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne.
Ooh, yeah.
Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in.
Watch the tide roll in.
Learning every earthly
Every king.
kingdom has an end.
Come has an end.
Some valleys look so deep,
So deep.
I couldn't see the light.
Couldn't see the light.
Some storms got so strong,
Souls got so
strong I couldn't win the fight.
Win the fight.
But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child, keep
walking on.
not because I'm worthy,
Not because I'm worried.
not because I'm strong,
Not because I'm strong.
but because the shepherd
Never share.
never leaves his own. Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm when the markets start to sway. Through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain.
the cross still stands when
Everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley found. Yeah, there were nights I sat alone.
Every man.
There's fear inside my chest.
So old.
Questions without answers.
Answers.
Battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch.
But Psalm 23.
Kept reminding me to trust. Though I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies, I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place.
I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock.
I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy,
Life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm when the
Markets start to sway.
through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain.
the call still stands when
Everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found.
If you're tired of running.
If you're carrying change,
If you're searching for purpose.
in success or anything,
The good news is simple.
the debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later.
The stone rolled away.
Death lost the victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes
Whoever will come
will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope is eternal and the outcome is there. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall.
Christ remains Lord over all.
The market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different stage.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
I remember the one who's already in control.
The Lamb who was slain.
The King who will reign
The Alpha and Omega.
forever the same.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Forever and ever.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
Jesus is the answer.
The answer.
Jesus is the
Jesus is the
answer.
answer. Though I walk through the valley.
You are with me.
Shadows around me.
You are with me. Amen.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete. Running after green candles like they could save my soul. The prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand, watch the tide roll in. Learning every earthly kingdom has an end. Some valleys look so deep, I couldn't see the light. Some storms got so strong, I couldn't win the fight. But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child, keep
Walking on,
not because I'm worthy,
not because I'm worried,
not because I'm strong,
not because I'm strong,
but because the shepherd
never change.
never leaves his own. Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way,
The anchor in the storm when the market starts to sway. Through the highs and lows,
through the joy and pain,
the cross still stands when
everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley found. Yeah, there were nights I sat alone,
Every man,
there's fear inside my chest,
so bold,
questions without answers,
answers,
battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch,
but Psalm 23,
kept reminding me to trust. Though I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies, I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place. I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock. I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy,
life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way,
The anchor in the storm when the market
market's about to sway.
through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain,
the call still stands when
everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found.
If you're tired of running,
If you're carrying change,
if you're searching for purpose,
in success or anything,
the good news is simple.
that has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later,
The stone rolled away.
death lost its victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes
Whoever will come
will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope isn't found in the outcome instead. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall,
Christ remains Lord over all.
the market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different step.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
I remember the one who's already in control,
The Lamb who was slain,
the King who will reign
the Alpha and Omega.
forever the same.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Ever and ever.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
Jesus is the answer.
The answer.
Jesus is the
Jesus is the
answer.
answer. Though I walk through the valley,
You are with me.
shadows around me.
You are with me.
Through the valley,
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen,
Going free,
thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
made me complete.
Running after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
The prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand,
House on sand,
watch the tide roll in.
watch the tide roll in.
Learning every earthly
Every king
kingdom has I sat alone. There's fear inside my chest. Questions without answers. Battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch.
But Psalm 23
Kept reminding me to trust. Though I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies, I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place.
I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock.
I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy,
Life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm when the
Market's about this way.
through the highs and lows.
Through the joy and pain,
The call still stands when
everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
He's the day and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found.
If you're tired of running,
If you're carrying change,
if you're searching for purpose,
in success or in fame,
the good news is simple.
the debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later,
The stone rolled away.
death lost its victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes
Whoever will come
will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope is eternal and the outcome is there. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall.
Christ remains Lord over all.
The market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different step.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
I remember the one who's already in control.
The Lamb who was slain,
The King who will reign
the Alpha and Omega.
forever the same.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Ever and ever.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
Jesus is the answer.
The answer.
Jesus is the
Jesus is the
answer.
answer. Though I walk through the valley,
You are with me.
shadows around me.
You are with me.
Through the valley,
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen,
Going stream,
thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
made me complete.
Burning after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
But prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in,
Watch the tide roll in.
learning every earthly
Every king
kingdom has an end.
come has an end.
Some valleys look so deep,
So deep,
I couldn't see the light.
couldn't see the light.
Some storms got so strong,
Souls got so
strong I couldn't win the fight.
Win the fight.
But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child,
keep walking on.
not because I'm worthy,
Not because I'm worried,
not because I'm strong,
not because I'm strong,
but because the shepherd
never share.
never leaves his own.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm when the market
Markets start to sway.
through the highs and lows.
Through the joy and pain,
The cross still stands when
everything goes fake.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley found. Yeah, there were nights I sat alone.
Every man,
There's fear inside my chest.
so bold.
Questions without answers.
Answers,
Battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch.
but Psalm 23
Kept reminding me to trust. Though I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies, I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place.
I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock.
I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy,
Life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm when the
Market's about this way.
through the highs and lows.
Through the joy and pain,
The call still stands when
everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the every valley's found.
If you're tired of running,
If you're carrying change,
if you're searching for purpose,
in success or in fame,
the good news is simple.
the debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later,
The stone rolled away.
death lost its victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes
Whoever will come
will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope is eternal and the outcome is there. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall.
Christ remains Lord over all.
The market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different step.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
so remember the one who's already in control.
The Lamb who was slain,
The King who will reign
the Alpha and Omega.
forever the sun.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
The anchor in the storm.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Ever and ever.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
Jesus is the answer.
The answer.
Jesus is the
Jesus is the
answer.
answer. Though I walk through the valley,
You are with me.
shadows around me.
You are with me.
Through the valley,
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Forever and ever. Amen.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charts went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
Oh, I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen,
Going stream,
thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
made me complete.
Burning after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
But prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in,
Watch the tide roll in.
learning every earthly
Every king
kingdom has an end.
come has a name.
Some valleys look so deep,
So deep,
I couldn't see the light.
couldn't see the light.
Some storms got so strong,
Souls got so
strong I couldn't win the fight.
the fight.
But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child, keep.
Walking on.
Not because I'm worthy,
Not because I'm worried.
not because I'm strong,
Not because I'm strong.
but because the shepherd
Never share.
never leaves his own.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm when the market starts to sway. Through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain,
the cross still stands when
everything goes fake.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley found. Yeah, there were nights I sat alone,
Every man
there fear inside my chest,
so bold.
questions without answers,
Answers.
battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch,
But Psalm 23.
kept reminding me to trust. Though I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies, I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place.
I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock.
I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy
Life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm when the
Markets start to sway.
through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain,
the car still stands when
everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found.
If you're tired of running,
If you're carrying change,
if you're searching for purpose,
in success or in fame,
the good news is simple.
debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later,
The stone rolled away.
death lost its victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes
Whoever will come
will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope is eternal and the outcome is there. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall.
Christ remains Lord over all.
The market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different step.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
so remember the one who's already in control.
The Lamb who was slain,
The King who will reign
the Alpha and Omega.
forever. When the charge went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen, thinking one more win would finally make me complete. Running after green candles like they could save my soul. But prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand, watch the tide roll in. Learning every earthly kingdom has an end. Some valleys look so deep, I couldn't see the light. Some storms got so strong, I couldn't win the fight. But every time I thought my story might be done, I felt the hand of mercy say, my child, keep
Walking on.
not because I'm worthy,
Not because I'm worried.
not because I'm strong,
Not because I'm strong.
but because the shepherd
Never change.
never leaves his own. Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm when the market starts to sway. Through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain.
the cross still stands when
Everything goes fake.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley found. Yeah, there were nights I sat alone,
Every man.
lived fear inside my chest,
So bold.
questions without answers,
Answers.
battles without rest. The shadow of death felt close enough to touch,
But Psalm 23.
kept reminding me to trust. So I walk through valleys dark as midnight skies. I will fear no evil, for you're right by my side. The rod and the staff, the comfort and grace, the God of resurrection meeting me in that place. I've seen doors swing open that no man could unlock. I've seen peace show up when logic said it could not. I've seen mercy,
Life story I could never write.
turning broken chances into testimony and life.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm when the
Market's about this way.
through the highs and lows,
Through the joy and pain.
the call still stands when
Everything else fades.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Yesterday and now, the King who walks beside us through every valley's found.
If you're tired of running.
If you're carrying change,
If you're searching for purpose.
in success or anything,
The good news is
the
simple.
debt has been paid. Jesus took our place upon the cross that day.
3 days later.
The stone rolled away.
Death lost its victory.
The grave could not stay.
Whoever believes.
Whoever will come
Will find forgiveness in the Father's
I
Son.
still trade, I still work, I still plan and prepare, but my hope isn't found in the outcome instead. Because fortunes rise and fortunes fall,
Christ remains Lord over all.
the market can give,
The market can take
but eternity rests.
on a different stage.
So when the candles flicker,
And uncertainty grows.
I remember the one who's already in control,
The Lamb who was slain.
the King who will
The
reign
Alpha and Omega.
forever the same.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the way.
the anchor in the storm.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer,
Jesus is the answer.
ever and ever.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way.
Jesus is the answer.
The answer.
Jesus is the
Jesus is the
answer.
answer. Though I walk through the valley.
You are with me.
Shadows surround me.
You are with me.
Through the valley.
Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the answer.
Forever and ever.
Amen.
Amen.
Jesus is the answer.
When the charge went dark, when the road got narrow, he was there.
Jesus is the answer.
I spent years chasing numbers on a glowing screen,
Going free.
thinking one more win would finally make me complete.
Made me complete.
Running after green candles like they could save my soul.
Like my soul.
But prophets make a poor God when they're sitting on a throne. Build my house on sand,
House on sand.
watch the tide roll in.
Watch the tide roll in.
Learning every earthly
Every king.
kingdom has an end.
Come has an end.
Some valleys look so deep,
So deep.
I couldn't see the light.
Couldn't see the light.
Some storms got so strong, because I'm worthy,
Not because I'm worthy,
not because I'm strong,
not because I'm strong,
but because the shepherd
never change.
never leaves his own. Jesus is the answer.
Jesus is the way,
The anchor in the storm when the monkey starts to sway.